Just here again looking at the Tesla and also the Kangertech Pro Tank. Now I'm going to be using Vaporex Vanilla E-Liquid, which is 0 milligram, me not being a smoker. So let's have a little look inside the box. I may even have a surprise guest later on, someone who's more used to smoking than I. Inside the box, this looks again like a lightsaber. Look at it, incredible. Nice looking piece of kit, this. And then we have 2 batteries, which is very handy. One in the chamber, one spare, as they say. Underneath we have, let's have a little look. Get that out of the way. It's a tough little cookie, isn't it? Out she comes. There we have our charger for our 2 batteries at once there. Inside this little black box there's a Clearomizer. There's our instructions, our quality guarantee card, and of course another spare Clearomizer here for inside the tank. Now let's have a little look inside this box. As we can see, there's our tank, and there's the spare Clearomizer that goes inside. So if you want to change your liquid, you can change your Clearomizer, atomizer, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a little look at our charger. Now, as per usual, we all know you can use our little shape changer here to the UK, and this is fine to use being a low voltage unit. We pop our little battery in here and charge her away. Now let's put the battery inside the device. Lovely machined bottom on this, very, very well made indeed. Once the battery's in, we can actually see the positive on the top in first. Yes, and we can see the blue of the battery showing through the handle here. As you can see, already coming to life, the Tesla logo coming up in the window. Excellent. Now 3 presses on the button and it comes to life. System is on, and here's our tank. Now it's a plastic tank. As you'll see later on when we use the Kanger tank, there is a difference in quality in these. So we have to pull out our little Clearomizer like so, and that gives us enough room to squeeze the end of the e-liquid into the bottle there. So I'm going to do this, but I'm going to speed the footage up somewhat because it's not the most exciting thing to watch. So let's get this vanilla e-liquid inside. So careful not going in the tube there, as you can see, down the side, down the side. It's quite gloopy, so it's quite easily achieved. As I said, 0 milligram nicotine on this. You can get different ratings of nicotine, obviously, depending on how much you need, how close you are to kicking the habit, I suppose. There she is. She's ready to be mounted on board. So it simply screws on, like so. Excellent. All ready to go. Now our button. 5 presses. On she comes. System on. And then we've got our different voltages, which just seems to make the vapor thicker the more voltage you send through the unit. It's more like a heat setting more than anything. So I'm going to take this down low. As I said, not being a smoker, I don't want too much vapor. And let's give it a go. All we do is hold down the button, listen for the fizz. And you can see plenty of vapor there on a very low setting. Very, very nice. Now this does come with a standard plastic tank. We've also got the wonderful Kangertech clear atomizer. This is a very nice package. They've really gone to town. And I find with a lot of these e-cigarette mods, vaporizers, whatever you want to call them, not a lot of instructions, but this one seems to have lots of them. We even have our quality control card, so we know there is an authentic Kanger tank. There's our instructions, beautifully broken down here. Very rare. You don't find this with a lot of these vaporizers. You have to guess. And here we go, how it's all constructed, how we fill it up, the voltage it can go to, 3.7 to 5.5, I believe. There's our authenticity on the side there. Nice little bit of kit. All chrome. The actual glassware is beautifully made as well, as you can see. Compared to the one that came with the Tesla, this is definite improvement, I feel. And then we have our spare Clearomizers, or wicks I suppose you could call them. And this is what goes inside the little unit there once you've filled it. Also a bit easier to fill this one, I find. And we've also got a spare ring. This is for if you're using a different shaped bottom other than the Tesla. I will have a look at that later on another vaporizer, I believe. And we have some seals to stop the e-liquid from seeping out. It's terribly sticky stuff, you don't want it on you. There we go. So plenty of bits and pieces and spares in this, and it does reek of quality. It's so nicely made, beautiful chrome and glass. And this time we're going to be using Puff King, and I believe it's razzleberry, this flavour. So let's get this filled up. As I said, later on we will be having a guest on who is a smoker and is trying to wean himself off via these devices, so I think he's best informed than me to show us how we do this. Again, I will speed up the filling. This razzleberry seems to be even better quality. The last bottle of the vanilla was seen very plasticky. This again is glass with a nice glass pipette, so it's definitely better quality. As I said, I've spread this up somewhat. Let's fill it up. Again, down the side, make sure we're not going in the tube there, you can see. See if I can show a little bit closer here. There we go. Beautiful. Once we've filled the chamber, we need to then get our secondary piece, the little tube. This is it. This is the wicks on the bottom. Slide that home, and then we screw on the base. And that makes everything sealed. If you don't put this on, all of that e-liquid is just going to seep out the bottom, and the unit won't work. There we go. Nice and tight. Seems good enough. There we go. Nothing escaping here. Excellent. Let's see how it goes. Again, we screw on. And then I'm going to pass this over to a good friend of mine, Jan, and see what he thinks.
I've commandeered a smoker here. Yeah, this is Jan. There's the Tesla, Jan, with the new Kanger tank on there. Now, you've been using the Tesla for a while now with the old plastic tank that came with it. What happened to the plastic tank?
It broke.
It broke. Okay. So now we have a glass tank. This should taste better. Do you want to fire her up, Jan, and see what you think? He does like the Tesla, I think. I think it's his weapon of choice. Until he broke the tank.
Okay, bubbling away.
Whoa. Now that's impressive, Jan. Flavour?
Tasty, light, slight vibe of berry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And would you say that was better than the original tank that came with the unit?
Definitely.
Excellent. Would you say you smoked less cigarettes by using the vaporizer?
A little, yes.
Because you're actually on 0 milligram, you do know that. There's no nicotine.
I know.
Was there a slight psychosomatic... did you think you were getting nicotine?
Possibly for a few days. There's a few times I did it, and it was just in little moments when you can't normally smoke a cigarette. And I just had a couple of drags from it, and it did what I needed to. Basically, it fooled me into thinking I'd had what I needed, and then therefore I didn't need it for a while.
Brilliant. So overall, thumbs up for the Tesla.
Definitely.
And the new Kanger tank we like.
Yes, it's much more solid, it's much cleaner flavour, it's much more pleasurable to use with the metal tip there as well.
Excellent. Jan, thank you very much.
So there we have it, the Tesla and also the Kanger tank. If you'd like any of these at all, click the link below and let's chat soon. Bye bye now.